Hey, did you miss me? I missed me. I'm glad you're here. Who's ready for some trivia tonight? We got good stuff to give away. Tonight's categories are Star Wars, cartoons. It says specifically throwback Nickelodeon Nicktoons. Lord of the Rings, 80s video games, and random. Plus, tonight, there'll be a bonus question in our category to be determined. I know what it is, but it'll be a surprise for you. Sponsored by the Xcon Deadpools. That's right, the Xcon Deadpools are showing up because Xcon is showing out. That's right. We are 1 year away from Xcon coming back to the Myrtle Beach Convention Center. 1 year to this past weekend. So you guys better start getting ready. Get your cosplays ready. Start saving your nickels and your quarters. It's going to be a blast. So if you win a prize tonight, send us a message so we can make sure you get your prize. If you're local, come pick it up here at Myrtle Beach Games. If you need it to be mailed, just give us that address. A little shipping and handling is always appreciated, but you know, whatever. And message us anytime at XConMB, or you can send an email to xconworldmedia@gmail.com, or you can just send a message through Facebook because we answer those too. We're all good. We are not hard to get a hold of. So without any delayed fanfare, I've gone through the categories. So let me show you some of the prizes, and then we will get to the questions. So tonight, in the Star Wars category, space related, but not Star Wars, it is the Alien Queen bottle opener. Oop, let's don't get that shine on there. Yes, it's the Queen Head bottle opener. Pretty rad. In the category of cartoons, it is a super awesome Danger Girl Destination Danger trade paperback. Look at that. A little cartoony, but not for the kids, if you know what I'm saying. Then in the Lord of the Rings category, we have, I'm going to say this completely wrong, Chandra Nalaar from Magic the Gathering Pop.
It's actually right.
Oh, I hear I got it right. What do you know? Sometimes a monkey can type a word on a typewriter. In the 80s video games category, nothing says 80s like the Fantastic Four. Look at that. This is the ultimate Fantastic Four. Doom. Might have a little something to do with the next wave of Marvel movies. In the random category, there's nothing more random than Doctor Strange. Look at this cool Doctor Strange trade paperback. One of my favorite characters. And then the overall winner tonight, something out of my collection. This is the Apocalypse of Enoch. The green screen is greening out the water. Scourge, written by Shane Moore. And it is signed by the author, Shane Moore. So yes, so the overall winner tonight will be getting this out of my, as they say in the biz, the PC, the personal collection. So let's have some fun. Let's get started. Category 1, Star Wars. Star Wars! Dun, 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 dun. No, we don't have that licensed. I can't keep humming that. Okay, question 1. Guy's got to have one, and big girl. Who was Jabba the Hutt? And go. I think we have it. Do we have it? Is it Techno APOC? Checking with the judges. It is Techno APOC. Techno Apocalypse. That is right. It is that dude who clearly needs to see a surgeon. Way to go, Techno Apoc. Way to go, way to go. That is correct. It was Bib Fortuna. I actually knew a guy named, his last name was Fortuna. Cool guy. Really smart guy. All right. Second category, cartoons, 90s Nickelodeon. Nicktoons. Gary White or that rat. Yes, I agree. That rat is probably suspect. But the question in the cartoons in round one is, where does the show Rocket Power take place? Now, our animation style looks a little familiar. You should recognize it. It's a little Rugratty. So let's see if you know the answer to this one. Where does the show Rocket Power take place? Ooh, getting all kinds of answers, but not the one I need to see. You think, Bill Bear? I don't know. I'm thinking it's Godless Engineer. Yeah, Godless Engineer. Bill, you were close. You were at the park when you needed to be down by the shore. Way to go, Godless. We'll talk to you about Jesus later. All right. Category 3, Lord of the Rings. This one is really, really easy, but, you know, I love Lord of the Rings. It's one of those I could just watch over and over. It could just be constantly running on a loop in my house, and I'll be fine with that. So here's the easy question. Who played Samwise Gamgee? What is the name of the actor who played Samwise Gamgee? I expect the answers to come flying in any second. There it is, Gary White. Everybody came in really close, but Gary White, you've come in first on our side. That is right, Sean Astin. Who was Sean Astin's father? That's not on here, but let's see if somebody knows that. Who knows who Sean Astin's father is? You can put that in the chat while we go on to category 4, 80s video games. '80s video games right here. It's all in the wrist, baby. It was before you had to go press. Question number 1. '80s video games. The 1979 classic Galaxian spawned what sequel in 1981? Which happened to be one of my favorite video games. Go. Oh, and the Sean Astin's father was Mr. Adams' family from Mr. Adams. Gomez. Bet you didn't know that. It appears the question is missing from the screen, so I'm going to read it. Oh, look, we already have answers. We already have a winner. We don't need those fancy graphics. Lady Starfire flew in with Galaga.
All right, well, we may lose the screen for maybe 15 seconds.
Ooh, we're gonna tinker for 15 seconds while I entertain you with my singing. I would never do that. You would all turn off your TVs or your laptops or your phones or whatever in that game, but I was pretty good at it, especially when you could double up on those bonus screens. Next category is random. This one I did not know, and I'm so happy to learn this. Which famous artist designed the wrapper for the Chupa Chups lollipops? And if any of you speak Spanish, you can tell everyone else in the chat what Chupa Chups means. Whoa, we already have an answer. Check that out. Mr. Uranus came in with Dolly right away. That is correct, Mr. Uranus. Sorry, I'm not making fun of that. Obviously you picked that name to be made fun of, so I'm just, obliging you. All right. We are moving on to round 2 already. Already moving on to round 2. This goes so fast when you're having fun and technical difficulties and things like that. So, are we all ready to go around to Star Wars? Let's do it. I like this question. In Star Wars, who said, "Why, you slimy, double-crossing, no-good swindler? So smooth." That was my hint, by the way. Hey, my nickname is Trivia Tony. No. Keep on guessing. What? Lady Starfire?
They were thinking scruffy looking nerf herder.
Yes, they were thinking of the nerf herder. I don't see it on here yet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, there you go. Now I know which one of you drinks Colt 45. Starfire it is. So smooth. All right. And Mr. Uranus, I don't care if your nickname is Trivia Tony. I like Uranus because I think you're special. All right, let's go on to number 2, cat cartoons. Round 2, cartoons. Cartoons! Specifically Nicktoons. In the show Rugrats, what tool does the most likely to become an axe murderer Tommy Pickles carry around? What tool does Tommy Pickles carry around? I mean, what toddler shouldn't be carrying this tool? Well, I think Speedy? No, Techno Apoc. Man, everybody came running in, but Techno Apoc is the first one in the house, I think. Is that correct, judges? Yes, it is. Techno Apoc, that's right. What toddler shouldn't be walking around with a screwdriver? It seems totally safe to me. I mean, it's not like they'll stick it in an outlet or fall while running with it or something. See, kids, we all survived. You guys are just too fragile nowadays. All right, next category is Lord of the Rings. Not to be confused with Kay's Jewelers, we're talking about Lord of the Rings. And the question in round 2 is, how does Frodo know Sam? Sam was from the first question. How does Frodo know him? And we don't mean in a biblical way. Has he got it? Sam was his gardener. Look at that picture. He loves the flowers. Techno, 2 in a row there. Way to go, way to go. Lots of good answers, just not the right one. Or, you know, those could also be accurate. I mean, it was a small village. It's likely that all those things are true. But we were looking for gardener, so thank you, Techno, for gardener. Up, back to my favorite category of the night, 80s video games. I have lived this question in real life. This 1983 game has you working in a bar serving beer. Yes, I have lived this. I have been this video game, and I have felt just like you feel while playing this video game. Let's see if you know what video game it is. You got an answer? Techno! Techno! 3 in a row! Hey! No worries, Techno. He has the better modem, you guys. That's right, it's Tapper. Cool game. I've lived it in real life. Running back and forth, everybody's complaining, getting red in the face. You gotta keep them happy. Okay, random. Yeah. Looks like the kids are playing some retro games. Way to go, kids. I know we said beer officially is root beer, but we all know what it really was. All right, random question. Before 1954, what color were most traffic stop signs in the U.S.? This is indeed random. What? Way to go, Uranus. Blue. I don't know that I have seen a blue stop sign in the United States, but there it is. The international symbol of caution. They decided maybe they shouldn't caution. Maybe it should be just flat on danger. Stop, which is red. Okie doke. We are moving on to round 3. How's everybody doing? Everybody got a nice cold drink, a couple of snacks. And so we're moving on to Star Wars. Let's do that. Why not? I love Star Wars. You like Star Wars? Let's see a new Star Wars question. Time for something new in Star Wars. In Rogue One. That's right, that's new. What is the Empire removing from the Holy City on Jeddah? What are they taking off of Jeddah? It's rare. It's important, and they're coming to get it. Oh, I think we have a right answer. All those answers are so close. Yeah, well, you tell me, Judge, where do you want to go with this? We got a Hyber, but it's really a Kyber. We have a Force, but it's not really called a Force. We have a Kyber, but it's not spelled right. Then we have a Kyber spelled right, but then the...
I think technically we go to Caitlyn then. She had like the actual Kyber.
Caitlyn it is. Caitlyn, nice job. You guys are all close. You know what you were talking about. You can't have lightsabers without the Kyber crystals. I'm going to go get me some Kyber crystals. I would be totally... dangerous with a lightsaber. I would hurt myself, I'm sure. It would be fun for a minute. Hey guys, check this out. All right, moving on to cartoons. I know you know this one. You guys ready? Who is Doug Funny's love interest? Who is Doug Funny's love interest? Did Bill Bear get this? Yes, that is right. Bill Bear, way to go, Bill B. It is Patty Mayonnaise. Now, coincidence? Patty Duke Mayonnaise? I don't know. Could be a thing. All right. Way to go, Bill. Let's roll on to Lord of the Rings. This show so much. This question's easy. This is so easy. It's just a matter who's got the fastest modem. Where was the Lord of the Rings trilogy filmed? Where did they film this thing? Who's got the fastest modem? There we go. Is it Techno? Way to go, Techno. Yeah, when you fly into Auckland, New Zealand, they have a whole big tribute to Lord of the Rings right there. And then you can sign up for very expensive tours to go see Hobbiton and some of the other sites. New Zealand's really embraced it and even debated changing their name to Middle Earth, which I think was cool. They should totally do it. Okay, we're going to move on to 80s video games. '80s video games, and here's your question. This 1980s space-themed games has you waiting 7 seconds between shield uses. Now this question is a little specific. It's probably Googleable. Google. You know what I'm saying. You know the thing. I don't know if that's the Greek name for this game. No. Keep going. I don't recall there ever being shields in Galaga. I don't recall any shields in Space Invaders, just bunkers that the aliens destroy. There we go. Techno. That is correct. It is Phoenix. Way to go, Techno. You have the fastest modem tonight. Cool game, by the way. If you ever see one, throw a quarter in it and give it a spin. All right, we are on to the last question of round 3 in random. Peppers just make me want to dance. All right, this question is completely random and a little bit interesting. If my kids are paying attention, you remember this to impress your teachers this year. What now common female name was first recorded by Shakespeare for his play The Merchant of Venice? I assume this question is saying Shakespeare was the first to come up with this name. Caitlin. I think that's it. Caitlin. That is correct. It is Jessica. Who knew? Who knew? We wouldn't have Jessica Jones without Shakespeare. Way to go, Shakes. We appreciate it. Michael Bendis appreciates it. He writes Jessica Jones, if you didn't know. Michael Bendis. You can find him on Facebook and he'll chat with you. Go find him. He's a cool guy, good writer. A lot of good stuff. All right, let's move on to round 4 with Star Wars. This is going to require you to be a true Star Wars nerd. You're going to know exactly what I'm talking about, but you're not going to know the answer right off the top of your head unless you're a true Star Wars nerd. So here we go. What creature lives in the garbage compactor of the original Death Star? COVID. No, Caitlin, that's a big old beastie thing in a different movie. Bill Bear. Bill Bear. Way to go, Bill B. Yes, it is the Dianoga. Looks like a 7-tentacled cephalopod. Can be found in sewers of Coruscant, and their flesh is used to make pie, evidently. I didn't know people put that much thought into the fluff behind something that had, what, a minute and a half of screen time? But there you go. That's it. It is not a rat. I'm sorry. It was a Dianoga. Okay, cartoons. I still watch cartoons today, so this is a great category. In Rocco's Modern Life, what is the name of Rocco's dog? That adorable troublemaking dog. Do do do. Do. No, he has a very fast modem, but he had the wrong answer. I don't see it on mine yet. Mine's a little slow. Speedy Sweetheart, you say? There it is! Speedy! Speedy Sweetie. That is right. Spunky! I have to be careful how you use that particular word. All right, so we're going to roll on to Lord of the Rings. I remember seeing this in school. They wheeled in the projector with all the film on the reels, and oh man, I love this. I still love this. I still watch it. Which famous animator created the Lord of the Rings animated movie? Obviously way before the movies, the live action movies. Bill B. That is right. Ralph Bakshi. And it's awesome. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It is very cool. And then imagine yourself as like, 8-year-old me seeing it in school and then later reading the Lord of the Rings books because the movie was so cool. Got me all jacked up. All right, we're going to roll on to 80s video games. I got a little change in my pocket going jangle-lang-a-lang. I'm going to go down to the arcade and ask you this next song. Question. It's a question. This 1987 game has you take the role of a barbarian destroying mythological creatures. There's lots of games that have that premise. But we're looking for this video game from 1987. Keep trying.
These are all arcade games.
Yep. Pac-Man. No. Pong. Yes, those mythological 8-bit bars. Might be 4-bit. Heck, I don't know. Pong. Lots of good answers, but not the answer. $1987, yo.
Didn't someone guess an animal that's in this name earlier?
Yeah. 1987. I don't even want to tell you how old I was in 1987. Oh, by the way, last week was my birthday. What did you guys get me? It's in the Chinese zodiac, sort of. There it is. Speedy. Speedy. Way to Google. I'm sure you guys had to Google that one. That was a little obscure, huh? Way to go. Way to go, Speedy. Thank you for saving us on that one. All right. Last question in round 4 is in the random category. Random it up. Random. This just in. According to multiple studies, what is the most common favorite color? What is the most common favorite color? Come on, guys, just start typing in random colors. You're bound to get it. It's puce. Puce is the most common favorite color, followed by taupe. No, Caitlin is our winner with blue. I'm blue for you. Should be puce.
I guess with burnt sienna.
Followed by burnt sienna is not bad. The judges, yeah, I still use that when I paint. Puce. All right, we're going on to the last and final round, round 5. This is the money round, folks. It's still anybody's game here, although you'd probably have to get all 5 of these if you hadn't got any others right yet. All right, who's ready for Star Wars? Taupe is the most common color used in my profession as an architect. Just a little bit of trivia for you. All right, Star Wars. What Wookiee bounty hunter was nicknamed Mad Claw? Should have been in wrestling with that name. Give him the clamps, boss. The clamps. Mad Claw. That is not a Wookiee. Bosk is a bounty hunter, but not a Wookiee. Lumpy. I think I had a goldfish named that. Lobaka. I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking, but I am hearing some Santana music in my head when I read that. Hey, we've got a winner, Bill B. Bill B. Snoova. I don't know where this comes from. I don't know if it's from a game or one of the animated series or whatever, but evidently he attacked and maimed a rival with his climbing claws, and that's a capital offense in Wookiee society. So I imagine he had to leave Kashyyyk and go out and become a bounty hunter. So that's the story. If you guys know where that comes from within the Star Wars universe, just, put it in a little chat for me, and I'll be happy to look it up. All right, we're going on to cartoons. All right, before I read this question, the co-creator of the show that I'm about to read a question is promised me he will provide a celebrity question sometime soon and do an interview on Nerdbard Live coming to you on Fox, hopefully really soon. So here is the question. In Ren and Stimpy, what kind of animal is Stimpy? Caitlin. Yes, Chloe. Way to go. Yes, it's a cat. It was a cat and a chihuahua. A fat cat and a chihuahua. I won't spoil anything. I'll let Mr. Bob Camp tell you all about that when we interview him, because he's got some funny ass stories about this. All right, we're going to move on to Lord of the Rings. This one is cool. You ready for this one? In the Fellowship of the Ring, what is the name of the ferry the hobbits use to escape the Black Riders? The Black Pearl. Aye, she's a fine ship, but we're looking for a ferry. Has no idea. That's an odd name for a fairy. Techno, the Buckleberry. That is right, the Buckleberry Fairy. Say that 10 times fast. The Buckleberry Fairy, the Buckleberry Fairy. It's actually not as hard as I thought it would be. Anyway, very cool. Way to go, Techno. We only have 2 more questions before the bonus question. So let's roll on to 80s video games. This is a very simple game I love to play, so let's get into the question. In 1981, this game involved drawing a lot of boxes without touching floating lines. There were also sparks that would come and kill you too. That's not in the question, but that's just something I know from playing the game. What game is it, folks? Boom, Lady Starfire. That's right. I pronounced it Kicks, but you guys can tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. I just like playing this game. Being an architect, you know, a game that you get to draw things. But it was fun. It was really fun trying to trap those little things and not let the sparks get you. All right, we've got 1 question left before the bonus question, and that is in the category random. Nobody should miss this one. Whoever's the fastest, sure, but I don't want to see any dumb answers. Mount Everest is located in which mountain range? Techno. Is that what you got, Judge?
Yep.
Techno, that's right. The Himalayas, not the Appalachians or all the other mountain ranges in the world. It is the Himalayas. All right. Tonight, especially just for you, sponsored by the Xcon Deadpools, we have a bonus question coming right up. And while you're looking at that, we'll be tallying up the winners for the rest. All right, do we have that question? There it is. In every film except 2, Godzilla's skin is what color? What color is Godzilla? Except for 2 films. And we're talking about the live action, not the animation. No hippy dippy trippy Godzillas. Close. Think we're going to give it to Caitlin Chloe.
Because that is in that category.
We were being very... Yeah, taupe and puce. Correct. He was taupe and puce. No, it was charcoal gray. Charcoal gray. But you said gray, and that is close enough. Caitlin, you are tonight's bonus Deadpool Xcon Deadpool prize winner. And they're giving away some amazing Godzilla posters. How cool is that, Caitlin? All right, I have all of the other winners if you guys are ready to hear them. And here we go. In the Star Wars category, Bill Bear, congratulations, sir. You will be getting the Alien Queen bottle opener to open those tasty brews with the Alien Queen. In the cartoons category, we have Speedy Sweetheart. I bet you didn't think you were going to win anything, Speedy. But Danger Girl is all yours. Way to go, Speedy. And in the Lord of the Rings category, nobody should be surprised. It is Techno Apocalypse taking home this wonderful magic pop. The box is a little damaged, but the pop is great. All right, in the 80s video games category, taking home the Fantastic Four Doom is Lady Starfire. Lady Starfire, way to go. And in the random category, I just love saying this because nobody loves Doctor Strange more than Uranus. There you go, Uranus. Doctor Strange coming to ya. And anybody's guess who the overall winner tonight is? Kind of rocked it tonight, getting 8 correct by my score sheet. Techno Apocalypse. You'll be getting this autographed novel by Shane Moore about a zombie apocalypse. It's pretty cool. You should read all of them, but this is the one you're going to get for tonight. That is all the questions we have for tonight. We had a lot of fun. Hope you guys go to our YouTube page. Just tell people randomly to subscribe and like, even if they've never watched the show. We just need to get those numbers up. Also, go to our Facebook page and like that. Look for Xcon Myrtle Beach, Xcon World. You'll find us. It's there. They'll see the post. Interact with us there. It's fun. And, of course, next Labor Day, Xcon returns to Myrtle Beach at the Myrtle Beach Convention Center. Yay! It's going to happen, folks. And then keep an eye out for Nerd Bar Live announcements. That's right, our live television show on Fox. We are getting sponsors now. We've got some. We're looking for a few more. And we will let you know when that gets ready to air. So we'll be talking about comic books, TV shows, movies, games, celebrity interviews, just all kinds of cool stuff. All super nerdy. All stuff you want to know about. Finally, movies are back into theaters. Comic books are being distributed again. We can finally get back to having some good old nerdy fun. And that is all I have for tonight. I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Leave us a message. Thanks a lot. Keep it nerdy. Hey, Xconians! Great news! We have a date for the new Xcon. September 4th and 5th, 2021. Not 2020 because the way things are going, probably have to cancel it anyway. So, September 4th and 5th, 2021. Mark your calendars. Keep an eye out on the Facebook page. Keep an eye out on the YouTube channel. We are coming at you. We're going to bring it back. Thanks.